In this video, I want to talk you through the different types of email service, which is also known as an autoresponder service. But before I do, let me just talk you through how the whole system works. What happens is somebody comes to your squeeze page and they enter their information, normally their first name and their email address, into the box on your squeeze page. That data then gets sent to your email service or autoresponder company, and they store that information on their database. They'll send the subscriber a confirmation email, and when that arrives in their inbox, the subscriber clicks on the link to confirm that they wish to receive emails from you. Then two things will probably happen. The subscriber will be redirected to your download page so they can download your free giveaway, and a message will be sent back to the autoresponder company's database. This is known as double opt-in, and then it's noted on the company's database that this subscriber has confirmed and has given their consent to receive emails from you. And then emails are sent out in order and on schedule. Now, in a sort of a secondary process as well, you write and schedule the emails. You log on to the autoresponder company's site and you write your emails, and you can personalize them with the person's first name, and you can put other information in as well that changes with each email. And this all gets stored in the autoresponder company's database, and then the emails are sent out in order and on schedule. So that's basically how the process works, and it works that way regardless of which type of autoresponder service you use. The only difference being, if you decide to go down the self-hosted route, then the database is on your server rather than the autoresponder company's server. But that, in a nutshell, is how the whole process works. Now, when it comes to sending out emails, you've got two options. You can either use an autoresponder service, and if you're just starting out, then that's probably the best one to use, especially if you're on shared hosting. And the autoresponder company will take care of everything for you. They will take care of storing all your data, they will take care of sending out the emails, they will take care of handling all the bounces, all the unsubscribes, and so on. And they charge a monthly fee, and the fee structure varies depending on the company that you use. And there are lots of different companies out there, and I'll explain a bit more about that later in the video. The other option is to go self-hosted, and if you are sending a lot of emails, several hundred every minute or something like that, then it might not be a bad idea to go self-hosted, because some autoresponder services will charge you depending on how many emails that you send out. So it can sometimes reach the point where you're spending a lot of money on an autoresponder service, and then buying the autoresponder software and hosting it on your own server and maybe hiring someone to look after it for you then becomes an option. But in order to do this properly, you really do need a dedicated server or a virtual private server or VPS, and a lot of technical knowledge is required. Now, one thing you must bear in mind is it's easier to go from an autoresponder service to a self-hosted situation rather than the other way around, because if you have a database that's self-hosted and you decide that you'd rather have an autoresponder service, and you upload all these names and email addresses onto your autoresponder services database, then they are going to expect everybody to opt in again. So they'll send them the double opt-in confirmation email all over again, and you'll find that a lot of people can't be bothered to do that, so you'll lose a lot of subscribers if you do it that way. So it's best to start off with an autoresponder service, and then lots of people, lots of big IM gurus still use an autoresponder service, but if you feel you want to go self-hosted, it's best to do that later on rather than in the beginning. If you decide to go with a service, there's a few different ones that you can choose from. Probably the most popular one is Aweber, which you can find here at aweber.com. Then there's GetResponse, which is getresponse.com, and if you're outside of the US, it'll redirect you to the local site. For example, here in the UK, it's getresponse.co.uk. And then there's MailChimp, which is mailchimp.com. Now they're all slightly different, even though they all work on the same principle. They're slightly different in the way that they work and in their pricing structure. So it's probably best to take a look at all of them and decide which one works best for you.